up, guys? Today we're going to install this aFe Takeda 3-inch exhaust on this 21 Toyota Supra. Alright, when I start the car up, it's going to be in sport mode, so we're going to test the sound of the stock exhaust, and then we're going to compare it to the aFe exhaust when we're done. Here's the part number of the exhaust system we'll be installing today. Alright, so here's a look at the stock exhaust system. The first thing we're going to do is remove the wire for the exhaust valve, and then we're going to remove the two grommets for the rear muffler. We're going to remove this cross brace. There's 8 bolts on this. We're going to come up here to this bracket right here, and then this clamp for the stock exhaust. And then we're going to remove the exhaust system. We're going to use a small flat blade screwdriver to disconnect the connector on the exhaust valve. Easy peasy. Right. Next, we're going to remove these 8 13mm bolts on the cross brace. Alright, we're also going to have to remove these 10mm plastic nuts and an 8mm bolt here, and then we're going to pull this down to get the brace off. There's a inverted Torx right here and right here. Then we're going to remove these E14 inverted Torx bits. So I added this support because the factory exhaust is one piece from the muffler to the cat. So it's going to be pretty heavy, and I'm not going to be able to hold it up. So we're going to support it right here, and we're going to remove this 13mm nut on the exhaust clamp. Next, we're going to remove the 2 13mm nuts on each side of the muffler, and we're going to remove the muffler with the clamps attached. Alright, so we're just going to put the pry bar in here and just pry this back, and then we're going to remove the whole exhaust as an assembly. You may need an assistant for this. Alright, so now you can see the two exhausts laying side by side. The aFe muffler is a quarter of the size of the Toyota muffler. The tubing is wider and there's less of it, and the resonator is much smaller and less restrictive. Should sound awesome. I also wanted to point out how flat the tubing is here. They kind of crushed it, so it's much more restrictive in these bends, and up through here it's ovalized for ground clearance. So the aFe will be much more free-flowing to give it that increased horsepower. Like every aFe exhaust, this comes with the necessary attaching hardware and a detailed instruction sheet. Next, we're going to remove the exhaust valve and the 2 exhaust brackets and transfer them to the new muffler. These are 10mm bolts. All right, so we got the spring installed in the valve, and then we're going to tighten down the 3 10mm bolts. All right, that's good. Now we're going to start the installation process. We're going to slide the 80mm clamp over the flange and install it on the downpipe. That. We're going to want to install everything loosely until we get the entire exhaust system locked up, and then we'll adjust it before we tighten it down. Next, we're going to install the resonator and the V-band clamp. Alright, cut down. Next, we're going to install the rear section, another V-band clamp, and then we're going to put the exhaust into the grommet. Now we're going to install the muffler. First, we're going to put it into the exhaust grommet, I think. And then we're going to slide it up here and install the V-band clamp. That's going to kind of be hanging down. So first we're going to tighten this 13mm nut because this is basically a solid mount, so there's no play or movement in here. And then we're going to tighten the exhaust clamp with a 15mm. Want that good and snug. Then we're going to just head back and tighten all the V-band clamps as we line up the muffler tips. So I noticed the wire was a little bit too short, so I did have to pop it out of this grommet to get it to reach. But once you pop that out, then it's no problem. You just clip that right back in. All right, the last step is installing this aluminum cross brace. Now we're ready to put it on the ground and fire it up. All right, this particular exhaust does come with a couple tip options. Today we went with the polish, but it does kind of have a blue flame look tip and also a carbon fiber tip. So coming up here, this system is full stainless steel, so it should never rust out, but you can see it's got the nice aFe logo molded into the muffler. I like that. And then you come through, we got all the V-band clamps tightened up to the resonator, to the bracket, to the downpipe. The fit and finish on this was perfect, just like all aFe products. Really pleased with how this came out. Alright, that's pretty much it for today's exhaust install video. As you can see, the tips are larger than stock and a little shinier. They look fantastic. Like I said earlier, the fit and finish was spot on like all aFe products. The sound is a nice deep tone. It doesn't sound raspy or ricey like they used to. So I'm super happy with this exhaust. It took maybe an hour and a half on the hoist. Now, you can, but it's very cumbersome to get the one-piece exhaust off, so you'll probably need a friend to help you assist getting the exhaust off. But the new exhaust has multiple pieces, so you can pretty much do that on your own. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for checking out my channel. Check out afepower.com for more information on this exhaust and any other products you might be interested in. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day. Can't wait to take this thing for a ride.